Good morning. I am going to be showing you the part 2 of my salsa making, and if you are interested to know, follow along and watch till the end.
I am just finishing off the tomatoes that are ready, and I will put them in it. I just call it tomato juice, but the recipe actually says spaghetti sauce, but I don't put any oils in it. They do have enough acid, so they will keep without the oil, and we use it for tomato juice. It have more of a flavor in it. And then if I want to make spaghetti with it, I could do that as well. Sometimes I just make soup with the sauce as well. Whoops. I actually put a few hot peppers in. I forgot to show you that. And it's just starting to boil on the bottom. I could hear it. So I will show you when it's full boiling and after it's done. This is the cooked salsa ready to put through the sieve. So we are just ready to put the salsa through the Victoria strainer. So I'm going to pour it in, and my son is going to be turning it. Hopefully he'll be careful so it won't slip off there. You gotta have to go really smooth. And we have a coarse cone in there, so it will turn to salsa. Whoops. Maybe I can turn it a little bit. Okay, now keep turning. Where's the plug? That's all okay. You just keep turning. Those pulps need to go in there. They were actually fighting to do that, so I am going to let them do it. Hey, take your plate away. After the small bowl is full, I'll pour it in a 13-quart bowl. Let me put some more in there. You want me to take it over, or you want to do it?
I want to keep turning.
Okay. Here is the amount of salsa I got. Whoops, splattered a little bit. I think it's 18 or 19 pints.
18. Well,
so there is the salsa, and I will
have
have some tomato juice as well. I have new lids in here, but I always, and my mom taught me how to do that. She always poured boiling water over new lids just to sterilize them well, and it helps expand those rubbers inside, and they seal. That was to make them seal better. I know there's people that don't do that, but I was taught that, and I always did it. So I actually already put hot water in the 20-quart stock pot, and I could double layer it. We'll probably cook it for about maybe an hour, just to make sure it's cooked enough to get them to seal. Those were new lids. I bought them, the lids. This is a tube where I bought the lids in. Probably like 12 dozen in here. I'm not sure. And then I store my rings on a string, so it's easier to store them. I reuse, and reuse my rings. Some look a little rusty and old, but they still work, and I will continue using them as long as they are not too rusty and too sticky or bent. I have used some of my jars for over 20 years already, and they're still going, so as long as they don't have a chip or a crack, which sometimes they do. I actually found 2 jars in the crate where they brought them up with a crack, so I just threw those, because it's no use trying to seal something in a cracked jar, because they either break more or they leak. I'm just going to turn them very tightly and put them back in hot water, a hot water bath, because the salsa is still hot, so it won't take as long to get it to a boiling point. Then I will boil it for, maybe I don't have to do it an hour, because there is already their own acid and the acid of a cup of vinegar. So I have to see the recipe, how it asks for to do it. And I assume it might not need to be a cook for an hour, but I do with the tomato juice just to make sure they will seal, because sometimes they tend not to seal well. So I'd rather have them seal than redo it. I had 1 jar that wasn't sealed when I did the tomato, and I resealed it. I just had to clean off the new lid and soak it up in a little hot water, and it worked. I used to do a lot of I see a spot in there, but I think it's just a pepper spot. I used to reuse a lot of lids, but I ran out. Since we moved here, we have more of a moisture in the basement, so it kind of rusted them up, so it will actually ruin the lids that I couldn't use them. If they rust, then you don't trust them that they will work. Do I press the same button that you did, Anna? Well, you could see I crowded. I double layered it as much as I needed to. I have 10 pints in the bottom and the rest on top. So I'm afraid it will boil over, but I think I'll try this. I hope you guys all enjoy following my videos. And if you enjoyed it today, keep following me for more home cooking. Peace out.